Hello dear friends, and a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining me on Level Up Lab, where we explore topics to help you grow, live positively, and tackle life's challenges. I'm your host, and today I'm excited to dive into a topic that's been on my mind a lot lately. Have you ever wondered, are there habits we unintentionally practice every day that silently harm our brain and our will to live? Sometimes the things we think are harmless can make us lazy, unfocused, and less driven. In other words, we're unintentionally sabotaging ourselves without even realizing it. Today, we'll break this down into two parts. Part 1, the causes and effects of a habit I call refusing to use your brain. Part 2, 7 practical solutions to overcome this habit, helping you train your brain, boost your willpower, and live a more meaningful life. Let's jump right in. Let's identify the main culprit, refusing to use your brain. It sounds simple, but this habit is dangerous because it quietly damages your brain and your will to live without you noticing. Refusing to use your brain means choosing an easy life, avoiding thinking, challenges, or anything that requires mental effort. We prefer things that don't demand us to think. This choice causes our brains to weaken over time. Just like a muscle, if you don't exercise your brain, it gets sluggish and incapable of handling complex tasks. What are the consequences of this habit? Let's look at a few serious effects. 1. Laziness, lack of focus, and diminished creativity. When you refuse to use your brain, you become lazy, unfocused, and less creative. You lose the habit of thinking deeply or focusing on a problem to find a solution. Your brain gets used to skimming the surface, never diving deep. As a result, you can't work efficiently, be creative, or focus for more than 5 to 10 minutes without getting distracted. How many of you struggle to focus? You sit down to work, but after 5 minutes you're on your phone scrolling through TikTok or YouTube. You feel bored, unable to immerse yourself in the task. That's a direct result of refusing to use your brain. When your brain isn't trained, your focus weakens, impacting your work, studies, and life. Over time, this lack of focus can lead to missed opportunities, like failing to meet deadlines at work or struggling to learn new skills that could advance your career. It's a vicious cycle. The less you focus, the less you achieve, and the more frustrated you feel, which further demotivates you. 2. Inability to think for yourself. Another effect is losing the ability to think for yourself. Instead of finding solutions or thinking critically, you take the easy route, copying others or following their advice without questioning. Ask yourself, how many big decisions in your life, like choosing a career or a partner, were made by you through your own thinking, or were they influenced by someone else? I've seen many people choose the wrong path because they didn't think for themselves. For example, some study engineering because their parents said it's a good field but they don't enjoy it. Years later they feel unfulfilled, thinking, I chose the wrong path. That's the result of not using your brain to ask, what do I really want? This inability to think independently can also affect smaller decisions, like how you spend your time or money, leading to a life that feels unaligned with your true desires. 3. Giving up easily. This habit also makes you give up too easily. When your brain isn't trained, your ability to handle challenges is low. You'll quit at the first sign of failure. For instance, if you start an online business and don't get sales after a week, you might think, I'm not cut out for this, and give up. But failure is normal. If you had thought, what can I improve? You might not have quit so soon. If you give up easily, success will always be out of reach. This mindset can also spill into other areas, like relationships or personal goals, where you abandon efforts at the first sign of difficulty, leaving you with a sense of unfulfillment and regret. Why is this habit so dangerous? You don't realize that daily habits, like scrolling TikTok for hours or avoiding deep thinking, are harming you. Imagine if this continues for 10 more years. You'll become lazier, less focused, and more likely to give up. Your life will feel unfulfilling. It's time to stop this and make our brains stronger. Now that we know the problem, let's talk solutions. I'll share 7 practical solutions from my own experiences. Think of them as a buffet. Pick 1 or 2 that resonate with you and commit to them consistently. That's enough to make a difference. First, limit watching short videos like those on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts. These videos put you in a state of extreme passivity. You don't choose what to watch. The algorithm does. You just scroll, consuming without thinking. You might spend hours on this, but your brain has no time to reflect or create. Short videos also reduce your focus and patience. You get used to 15-second clips, so you feel bored with anything longer, like a 5-minute video or a task requiring attention. This impatience affects your work and studies. How to do it? Try to cut down gradually. Use screen time tracking apps to monitor your usage. For example, day 1, I spent 4 hours on TikTok. Day 2, aim for under 4 hours, like 3 hours 50 minutes. Day 3, reduce to 3 hours 45 minutes. Keep going, and soon you might not even want to watch. Try it, you'll feel the difference. Solution 2. Practice problem solving by listing next. Practice problem solving by listing. When you face a problem, take time to list as many solutions as possible. Don't judge, just list. This forces your brain to think, making you more creative over time. Example, you need to give an impressive presentation. Ask, how can I make it stand out? List ideas. Use a cartoon style with all cartoon images. Rewrite a popular song's lyrics to fit the topic. Add funny memes to make it engaging. Turn it into a skit with your group. Go minimalist with just images and text. Pick the idea you like best. This trains your brain to be more flexible and solution-oriented. Apply it to any problem, like choosing a gift for your parents, a warm jacket, a handwritten letter, or a nice meal out. Solution 3. Slow down your consumption. Third, reject fast consumption. When you read a book, watch a video, or learn something, slow down. Many of us rush, skimming books, fast-forwarding videos, or cramming studies. But you don't absorb much this way. How to do it? Take your time. When reading, pause at interesting parts, reflect, and take notes. When watching a video, pause, rewind, and think, how can I apply this? When studying, understand deeply and review often. Think of knowledge like cooking. Rushing makes it tasteless, but slowing down lets the flavours sink in. Better to be slow and retain long term than fast and forget. Solution 4. Ask why. Fourth, ask why whenever you encounter something in life. This habit makes you curious and helps you learn. Successful people often understand why something works or fails, which helps them improve. Example, you see a beautiful photo on Instagram. Ask, why is this photo so good? Investigate. What's the angle? How did they edit it? Check their other posts, read comments, or ask them directly. The more you ask why, the more you learn, and that knowledge helps you grow. Solution 5. Write more. Writing trains your brain because you have to think to write. You need ideas, then organise them into words. How to do it. Write daily about anything. How you feel, what happened, or your thoughts on an issue. Start with a few dozen words, then aim for hundreds. I write every day, some for myself, some for social media. It helps me think clearly and communicate better. A good writer is often a good thinker. Writing also helps you process emotions, clarify your goals, and even discover new ideas. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed, writing about it can help you identify the root cause and brainstorm ways to manage stress. Over time, this habit strengthens your mental clarity and resilience, making it easier to tackle life's challenges with a clear head. Solution 6. Speak more and think before you speak. This develops your thinking and communication skills while training your brain. How to do it? In conversations, like coffee with friends, speak more, but think first. Don't scroll on your phone. Listen, think about their words, and respond meaningfully. For example, if a friend says, "I'm bored at work," ask, "How long has this been going on? Are you thinking of changing jobs?" This makes you more flexible, quicker to respond, and better at connecting with others. Solution 7. Read and walk. Finally, my favourite, the combo of reading and walking. Read a book for 30 minutes, then walk for 30 minutes while thinking about what you read. Recall the content, reflect, or expand on the ideas. This helps you understand and retain the information better. I've done this for years, and it makes lessons stick in my mind. Try it. It's a game changer. Friends, today we've identified the habit of refusing to use your brain and its effects: laziness, lack of focus, and giving up easily. I've shared 7 solutions to overcome it. 1. Limit short videos. 2. Practice problem solving by listing. 3. Slow down your consumption. 4. Ask why. 5. Write more. 6. Speak more. Think first. 7. Read and walk. I hope these solutions help you train your brain and live more meaningfully. Pick 1 or 2 and commit to them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Level Up Lab. Bye bye.